Hunting in the dark is not really viable. Is this a kitchen unit? It is. So let's just cook. Oh, it's too dark. We can't. We don't have a light in here. I don't suppose I have a flashlight in one of these fridges. No. And a baseball bat. No, that's not going to do it. Because false flags, antivirus. I mean, the antivirus, for some reason, when I restart my computer, your car have an overhead light. I don't think so. It has, yeah, dome lights. Oh, it's not going to be close enough. I mean, it's listed as cloudy. You can craft in cloudy, right? Cooked piece of lung. So not even lung, just a piece. Chewy grayish lump of flavorless connective tissue. I mean, that sounds really good. Let's just make some meat, I think. Yeah, just make some meat. Just make like 3 portions of meat. Yes, put the mace down. I don't care. Hopefully the wasp doesn't choose this moment to come harass us. Oh good, lots of rotten fruit juice. Very exciting. Eat the cooked meat. We'll address our thirst later. Pick up the mace, please, before we forget it, because that would be real bad. And let's just head down to the farm. It's going to be a little difficult to hunt at night, but if we find something in the farm, we should be able to murder it and convert it to food. And you never know, we could come across something. It is a bright night, actually. Turn off the dome light, by the way. It is a bright night, so we can see pretty far, so driving at night here is not a big issue. Really, as long as we don't come across more Migo or Flaming Eye or anything like that. Oh, this is the old barn. That's not great. Is this the old barn? It looks like the old barn. Let's stop. The old barn layout has a pretty significant monster density. Let's just be a little careful. Here's a silo. Yeah, this is the old farm. So a while back, did I add that to the game, or was that just a mod? I don't remember. So in the old days, let's talk about my contributions to the game. In the old days, this was the old farm. It would spawn the farmhouse. There would be a pump out front every time. It would have these big fields with lots of veggies in them. And then there would be a barn over here that would always contain zombies. Then I was like, you know, that kind of sucks. It's really not very much stuff. So I was like, okay, why don't we add some outbuildings? So I added a chicken coop over here, a silo, and a small non-functional greenhouse that could all spawn as possible outbuildings here. So this looks like the silo. And I think I spawned the silo with basically nothing in it, because that was back when, go off the helm. That was back when loot was pretty sparse and we didn't want to overspawn loot. Yeah, it looks pretty empty in there. Nowadays, of course, like wheat and stuff is so common. So this will have zombies in it, I believe. Not this one, the one next door. This can have a pickaxe though. Chainsaw, huh? Or a pitchfork, I meant. There's a really good early game spear. Let's take... What do we have? I want to take the proper hammer. We pick up the chainsaw. Weird, I can fit a chainsaw in my inventory, but I can't fit a pitchfork. Let's go drop this stuff off. I mean, I guess a pitchfork is pretty long, but still, so is a chainsaw. Oh, there are items here. Oh, I bet there was a knife here. Oh, there wasn't. Okay. And what was the other thing I was looking for? Flashlight? Yeah, okay. I do prefer the aisle lights to the overhead lights, but it's not a big deal. Let's just drop this stuff. And we'll see about getting the pitchfork. Let's check the zombie infestation first. It has chickens in it. So no zombies. Oh, there are zombies. They just have already broken out. So we'll kill the remnants here. Okay, there's quite a few of you. Let's back up some. Try to deal with them. Yes, you hit me in the head. You're an obnoxious child. I understand. Children are the worst. Totally understand. Okay. Tough zombie as well. Actually knocked him back. I'm a little worried about our stam. Let's circle the building and just try to lose some of them through movement. And let's see, just wait a few turns, see if they collaborate at the door. Collaborate is not the right word. Chainsaws are kind of bulky. I mean, I just pictured it as like a small chainsaw. I didn't picture it as like a full-on, we're chopping trees in the wilderness kind of chainsaw. We are bleeding, and of course I have not favorited. Once again, I failed to favorite and carry with me bandages, and of course it's a head wound, because why would it be anything but a head wound? Because we're in full plate armor. We literally have no clothes, huh? Let's pop in the house and get ourselves some rags to stop the head wound from bleeding. Really? Where's the dresser? No corpses to butcher. Give me the towel. Butcher the towel. Activate the rag. Apply head. Yes, we're fine. Oh, hooray! Can actually make the chainsaw paddle thing from Dead Rising. Yeah, is that the... Oh, is it a Lajatang? What's it called? I can't think of what it's called. I will not use it. I think it's pretty dumb of a weapon, actually. Are there small chainsaws? Yeah, we have a small one we use around the house for, like we used to have apple trees in our yard, pretty small apple trees, where we cut branches, and we have a hedge, and sometimes the chainsaw helps with, like we had a tree that was growing inside the middle of the hedge. It was a lot easier to use a small chainsaw than a hedge trimmer. So we've stopped our head wound, we've killed most of the zombies, we should be fine. I don't like that we can't wear the helmet at night. We definitely need something we can wear on our head when it's dark, because the full helm is not going to work for me. Give me in the mouth, you dick. So let's pulp and loot corpses and things here. So there were quite a lot of zombies in there. What are you going to do? We're definitely going to take this medium battery. Take the DM's guide. Man, I got to tell you, I started listening to... Critical Role for work, and I kind of want to play D&D like a lot. Going silent, but we'll continue listening. See you Thursday. Yes, I'll be back Thursday with more Cataclysm. You need mad strength and weapon skill for it to be any good, though. Yeah, well, I mean, you're playing with a chainsaw on a stick. I imagine there would be some some skill required to prevent you from losing your limbs. So let's unload this for a medium battery. Oh, 2 medium batteries, actually, because the laptop also has... Oh, but they're plutonium. They're still all plutonium, huh? I mean, that bug's like a month old at this point. You would think that would have been fixed by now. Chickens have such a meager amount of calories to them. I don't feel like it's even worth it to kill all these chickens. They're going to give us like 1 chunk of meat each. What else is there? What corpse is this? A beagle? You killed a dog. You miserable zombies. Even though I just killed coyotes or whatever. Let's butcher these. Oh, it's too dark. Of course it is. I didn't bring a flashlight. There might be one in the house, but like, so obnoxious. I mean, I get it. You can't butcher things in the dark. I just didn't really think it through. We can start a fire, of course. M1A, World War II rifle, semi-automatic variant of the M14. This is a rifle. I saw it with a 5-round clip and assumed it was a pistol, and some rat shot, which is basically garbage. Hard arm guards. We already have plate armor, but they're a good find. Thermal electric with another full medium battery. Doesn't look like there are any flashlights. I guess we'll start a fire. Really don't want to. Give me your stove. Let's drag a stove in here. Just enough light for us to butcher by. Oh, this is not even the right building. So we'll take this over here. Need to make a headlamp. I mean, even if I had the materials to do that, I would just carry a flashlight. I really like the idea of wearing something on my head just to get a light. And honestly, most of the time I'm fine with starting fires and things. Honestly, I really like the flashlight CBM. I know it's really basic, but like super useful CBM. One of my favorite and most frequently used CBMs. Drop the dog poop. Don't think we need that. Don't need a blood-soaked rag either. And we will mark this as a fire. You can't mark firewood source in the dark, which is dumb. And we will throw... Of course, we can't wield a plank because they're enormous now. I used to think a plank was like, I don't know, 1.5 feet long. And it turns out planks are like 4 feet long. So that's not great. Switch over to the phone. Time to get ready for bed. Gotta work tomorrow. Okay. Hopefully I'm still visible and audible on a phone. I have not looked at Twitch on a phone. Nope, that is the wrong button. Go back to, nope. Oven, yes. 1 plank, please. Thank you kindly. Start a fire. Now, this fire may draw enemies from the nearby area. We should be fine, even if there are some more. Pull the corpse closer to the fire. We'll butcher these boys here. Yeah, I haven't really watched Twitch on a phone. When I first started YouTube, I would set up my phone to just auto-watch my videos so that I would get a little extra viewership. Because like YouTube bases suggestions on how many people watch the video, how long they watch the video, who likes and whatnot. So I would just, like when I would go to work, I would set up an old phone in my room and it would just play my videos while I was at work to get a little extra bump. And admittedly, it's so insignificant that it probably had no impact whatsoever, but like I was pretty not doing very well, you know, from a YouTube perspective, so any little bit helped a lot, I think. So pretty sad, I guess, actually. What are you gonna do? I still don't get a lot of attention on YouTube despite having done it for a while. It's, you know, it's a slow burn, and then every little bit helps. Let's drop our meat and things. Drop our batteries we don't really need. Starting to sweat quite a lot in here. It's been a very hot day. Been very hot several days, in fact. And, oh, yeah, so the other thing I've done for the channel... Oh, in fact, I did something else as well. I've updated my follower alert. So I pull up Streamlabs, and I test my follow. Should be a nice little animation. Whoosh. Thunk. So I updated my stream follower alert, and I set everything up for all follower alerts. In fact, I think I have them disabled because I didn't really finish all the other ones. Hopefully that played and everything. How do I look at my... Nope, that's the wrong button. Follow alerts. Yeah, I have everything turned off but the follower alert. Because I was working on a whole bunch of them for basically everything. And the only one I've finished is the follow. Unfortunately, because of some issues, the frame rate is not great. Like, it's a little bit choppy. Which the file itself is not choppy, so I don't really understand why it's choppy. I guess just because my computer sucks, probably. I saw online that animated follow alerts and stuff are actually kind of, you know, a lot for your computer, I guess. I don't really know. But, yeah, I was working on that to improve that. Active now. Yeah, I turned it on. I'm not really happy with it. Like I said, the frame rate issues are not great. But, and it took me in an absolute, like, somewhere between, like, 4 hours and an eternity to do that, so... Why are you making unhappy faces? Does it not look nice? So I finally, you know, got that set up, so that was something. Corpse bottom right side, not pulped. Oh, yeah, I didn't pulp the ones around the building, did I? Nothing. Oh, baseball bat. We already have several. Yeah, we're not going to be able to pick that up. It's too big. We don't really need another one anyway. Was trying to do that. It looks good. Wanted to say me hosting you. Oh, Yeah, so like if you're hosting or something, it's not gonna pop up. So I won't even know if you did that. You were auto hosting. No, I don't know how to auto host. I don't know how hosting works or rating or any of that stuff. Probably should learn since I just log off without hosting or sending them to anyone, but I don't really know how that stuff works anyway. No, you're on my. Oh, I'm on your auto host. I see. Okay. Yeah, I have the host alert turned off so it's not going to pop up at the moment, but thank you for hosting. Um, and yeah, I'm going to do a different one for everything. So, like, my goal for the follower one, right? The knife gets thrown, whatever. Pretty basic. Subscriber one, I want to be a little bit more than that. The bits is probably just going to be like bit animation raining down or something. Follows and raids, I don't really know what to do. I might just put like confetti or something really basic because I don't really know how to do animation, and animation is hard. So, uh, yeah, just updating the stream a little bit. I also set up a noise gate and a what's the other one called? Noise reduction, I guess. Or maybe I didn't turn that one on. One made me sound a little bit robotic, so I didn't want that one, but I really had been hoping that if I did that, I would be able to stream while my AC is on. Turns out, no, it's still super, super loud. The amount of noise reduction it would have to do would be more than enough to distort my voice. So, like, just for the sake of example, but turn on the old air conditioner. If I don't talk, sometimes it cuts the air conditioner out. If I do talk, you can hear it's pretty freaking loud. In fact, that's not even as loud as it gets, but we'll just turn that back off. So once again, sitting in the heat, always exciting. I definitely would stream and record more if it wasn't like 90 degrees all the time. So that has been an issue. Hacksaw is so good. We was like the only tool we really needed that we didn't have, I believe. Recharging station also quite good. Interesting, it's only 6 inches long. We'll take that as well. You know what? We'll take the hand drill too, because I don't think we have a drill. And we're going to need that for installing tanks. So pretty glad we came over here. It gave us some meat, not really enough. We're going to murder these chickens, I think. And, yeah, we're going to do our best. But we got some tools out of it, which is pretty fantastic. I'm a bit sick, so I'm going to bed. Have a nice dreams. Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming out. Hope you had a nice time. Words are not my strong suit. I mean, imagine. I don't know what it's like to be good at wording, so don't worry about it. I think these chickens all fled as they saw me butchering their fellow animals. There's a chicken. You should have run, you fool. So we'll murder this chicken as well. Yes, very, very hot today. I guess we're out of wood, so let's throw another plank in. That's right, can't pick up the plank because they're too damn big. Put in a plank, please. No, that is not the oven. Oven, yes. No, oven. Pile of, yes, this. Thank you. Start a new fire. Just to get a, like, honestly, like I said, we're going to get like one chunk of meat out of this chicken, but whatever. And yeah, just trying to get just ever so slightly better than the last stream. And wow, we got no chunks out of that, just the scraps of meat. Let's go searching for some other animals, maybe. I don't really see any reason to kill the chickens. I think we'll just leave. Mark a firewood source with the construction menu for now, then just delete it. Nah, it's not even worth it. Because we knew we were only going to... So basically, butchering only checks when you start the fire. So, like, I started the fire, and if it would have gone out, it wouldn't have mattered, because we would have kept butchering. And then, if I set one, I think, can you only have one at a time? It's just not worth it. I was just going to throw it in there quick, and then we were going to leave anyway. Been working on that 1% better thing. Thanks for the reminder. I mean, it's not really like a mantra or anything. It's just, you know, I try to get a little bit better every time. Most of the time I don't, but it's, you know, try to be better, try to improve. Travel packs quite damaged. Let's just loot Let's see what vegetables they have on offer. We'll grab like pumpkins if we see any pumpkins, but we're gonna bail. The silo is one of the least valuable aspects of this, because there's just not really anything in there. I guess we'll take onions because they don't spoil for a while. But I'm mostly looking for voluminous food like pumpkins, cabbages, oats, huh? How long do you last? Probably a while. How long do oats last? Indefinite. Yeah, we'll take some oats. I guess all the grains are treated as indefinite? I don't really know. You can tell this is an old location by the sparse number of spawns. If we were at like one of the newer farms, we would see hundreds and hundreds of like literally tens of thousands of calories worth of wheat and things. So you can tell this is an older location. Definitely grab all the oats. Oh, it's a hops. I don't really want hops. Hops rhizomes. Okay, we're gonna take the grain. I was really looking for like pumpkins. Why are there no pumpkins? Used to be, the place was filled with pumpkins. Also, it's dark, so I can't really see. You are rotten corn. I don't want rotten corn. Let's just do a quick pass. I don't really want to sit here and sift through all of this. Do a couple quick passes. More rotten corn. There's so little food here. I guess we should grab the seeds, huh? Probably should grab the seeds. Better late than never. I can't work on anything for me. Your brain does not let you. I'm sorry to hear that. I find it hard to focus lately. I've been really struggling with that. My YouTube content in particular has really gone downhill since I started streaming. I'm definitely not investing the time I should be. Like I said yesterday, was just such a bummer. I felt so bad for my family member kind of not being very nice, and it really shut me down. So I didn't do anything yesterday, and then today is like, well, it's Tuesday. Oh, today is World of Warcraft reset. So like, by the time I finish streaming, I'm gonna be like sweaty and kind of bummed out, like, oh, it's over and I got nothing to do, and it probably never really goes as well as I hope it will. So I'll probably be disappointed. So like tonight, when I'm done with this, I'm probably just gonna play World of Warcraft. Because like Tuesdays is the day that everything resets, and like, you know, it's like the one day everybody raids and stuff. That's like the best time to do that. And then yeah, that's like the one day a week where I allow myself to really just waste time on video games. Every other day of the week it's YouTube stuff, Twitch stuff, editing, working on the animations, trying to do all that stuff, trying to get better at everything that I'm so bad at. And YouTube stuff has really been suffering. I really need to double down and produce more for YouTube. And I would like to stream more. I feel like I only stream 2 days a week. Like over the weekend was going to stream, and it just didn't really work out with my schedule on Sunday to stream like I wanted to, and I just was disappointed in myself. I'm just so prone to like, I get upset with myself all the time. I always am so disappointed in myself. I always feel like I'm not doing good enough, you know, whatever it is. No matter what I'm doing, I always feel like you did something wrong. You're not really keeping up. So that's always a constant presence. I know we've talked about it before, but like, it comes up every day basically. So it is what it is. We're gonna need more water. I think we'll drink what we have and then address that now. We don't have to worry about that later. Very hungry and very thirsty. Give me the gallon jug. How much water is in you? 9. Pour in the container. And we'll go fill the remainder in the neighboring bathroom. In fact, we have puddles outside. Should have done that. For roleplay reasons, my character would probably drink from a puddle before they would drink toilet water. But, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, that's right. We're also out of wood here. So we're going to need wood. Give me the hammer. Drop the mace, sure. Come over here, we're going to gather up some wood. Okay, the hammer's maybe not as good as I thought. For smashing? Yeah, definitely not as good as I thought. What is the damage on a hammer? 9? Plank is only 10, so I don't see that that's going to be much better. Okay. Get our stamina back. Have you never done? No, Nag. You never do nothing for anyone, right? Just the feeling of being thought about is a good feel. Did you ever play ESO? That would be Elder Scrolls Online. I have not. I do. I bought it on my Xbox at one point when it first came out, and then I didn't really have a reliable internet, so I couldn't play it. I have heard good things. I've heard basically what I want from a game like that is to be Elder Scrolls but online. So like I want to be able to play in first person. I want it to feel like a Skyrim or an Oblivion, and I want it to have like expansive single player content that you also can maybe play with other people if you're so inclined. And what I've heard is that it's not really like that. It's more MMO than that. But I've heard it's enjoyable both as a solo player and in multiplayer. I just um, I just don't want to buy a bunch of stuff. Is it a subscription model or is it free if you buy the game? Because like I don't know. I like MMOs a lot. I really enjoy playing MMOs. I know they're not very popular anymore. I know people, will people badmouth me all the time because I like World of Warcraft. But it's just something I really enjoy. I like MMOs. I like meeting strangers. I like playing the economy. I like collecting mounts and pets and leveling up my character. I really enjoy the grind. Um, and so it's like one of those things where it's like I really like it, and other people tend to crap on it. So I've not played Elder Scrolls Online. I've heard good things, but I have not played it myself. Probably will at some point, just because. Um, Listen, man, you're doing great. You deserve some time. Keep plugging away at everything. Yeah, the problem is you're right. Everyone deserves you time, and no matter what your job is, you need time for yourself. The problem is my mental health and my depression want me basically to do nothing. Like that's what my depression wants. It wants me to sit and wallow and be miserable 24/7 and do nothing. And then everything I do because of that becomes about trying to feel better than when I'm wallowing in my depression. So basically, instead of doing productive things, I just feed myself video games and movies and TV. I eat, I snack, I eat garbage, I smoke cigarettes. Those things are not good for me. I'm trying to build like maybe a business out of this, and I have to really draw a line with my depression and be like, okay, maybe like 1 or 2 days a week we can do that. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week can be just all video games and no productivity. But like the rest of the week, I need to be working. I have to improve. I have to work on the business stuff because if I don't, it's never gonna go anywhere. So it's complicated. Maybe that all doesn't even make sense, but it's a complicated beast that I struggle with all the time. And then, of course, people my age and really everyone in the planet, I think, suffers from feeling like they're not doing enough. Like no matter who you are, you always feel like I should have done more. I like every minute I should be doing something productive. I think it's pretty common among people my age. First time in a long time I'm here. Dinner is late. It's a subscription model. If you like crafting stuff because of unlimited craft bag, I do enjoy trade skills in video games. Like I love old school RuneScape. I know that that's not popular either, but like I grew up with RuneScape and I love trade skills. It's one of the main things I do in World of Warcraft. In fact, is just craft stuff all day and then sell it to people because I really like doing that. So that's cool. I didn't know there were really trade skills in ESO. I do hate subscription models. I do feel like today, if you want to run an MMO, it should be free to play with microtransactions. So like Path of Exile is a great example. It's free to play and you can get a lot out of it, but people who love the game because it's a good game, they're going to throw money at you because they want the cosmetics, they want the extra space, they want the extra currency and all that stuff that they sell. Like that's the model I think all MMOs should use. But then again, someone like World of Warcraft and Blizzard, they probably make like, I don't know, $30 million a month just from people subscribing. So it's kind of understandable why people go that route. Although I support free-to-play things pretty much exclusively. In fact, WoW is the only thing I can think of that I've played at all recently that has a subscription model, because I just don't like it very much. Anyway, most of the time I have to go back and watch the recording. I want to make some swag. Most of us want to be more productive, and I've stopped playing all pay to play. Excuse me. Stopped playing all pay to play. Yeah, I have a lot of strong opinions about the gaming industry. Oh, good, I dropped my water instead of dropping the jug of water. So all that water was wasted. There's a pool to our south, right? Like there's a pond here. Let's just grab some water. Don't want to deal with this. Hop the fence. Yeah, like I have complicated opinions on the gaming industry. I hate DRM. I hate always online. I hate subscription models. I hate a lot of things. Subscription models in general just feel exploitative. Like if I want to buy Photoshop right now, in order to have Photoshop, last I checked, this might not be true anymore. Photoshop was not a purchase, it was a subscription. So if you want to use Photoshop, it's going to cost you X dollars a month for the rest of your life. And it's just so stupid. Like, just sell people a product. Making a product into a service or a game into a service, I think that's like borderline criminal to charge people. Like, instead of saying, okay, I spent $60 to buy Elder Scrolls Online and all of the DLC expansion packs. I just spent 60, 100, whatever dollars. You're gonna charge me $15 a month on top of that to play the game I just bought from you. How is that not criminal? I think that that's like super terrible, and I really don't support that at all. So like I have pretty strong opinions on those things. I will let it slide for some games. Like I said, World of Warcraft is like the one thing I will let that slide on. I hate DRM. I hate always online connectivity. You should let me buy a game and then own it. I should be able to back it up as much as I want. I should be able to install it as many times as I want. It should not require an internet connection. All files should be hosted on my computer. I shouldn't have to connect to your stupid EA server just so I can play Mass Effect. I don't understand why that's net. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff annoys the bejesus out of me. I think DRM is terrible. And it doesn't keep people from pirating your game, frankly. I can't think of the last time a game was released where it was unpiratable. So, like, it's gonna happen. Just accept it as an inevitability. If you make a good enough game or service, people will buy it anyway, right? There are always going to be people who are going to pirate your shit. You can't get around that. So just make it as good as possible so more people will buy the game. So people will feel inclined to buy I don't know. It's complicated. I know they want to make money to feed their family, but I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I mean, and the issue too is that it's not representative of the employees. So like, people complain about, like, Blizzard, right? Who they make World of Warcraft. People complain about them a lot. They've made a lot of bad decisions where they've basically denied their community in order to make money. They shut down Heroes of the Storm. They've made a lot of really poor decisions. The whole Diablo 4 thing was a real catastrophe. They've really shut down their community quite a lot. It used to be Blizzard was a really great place to work. People really idolized Blizzard because they made fantastic games. That has gone away over the years. And it's like, if you picked out a random person who works at Blizzard, they're probably good people. They probably love their job because they get to create something for a living. And that's something to be respected, and they deserve to be paid for that. But when you look at the corporation is driven by stock price and shareholders. So of course they're making decisions that are best for them financially. It's why EA makes terrible microtransactions and loot boxes and things, because financially they make more sense, and like, they don't care about the art aspect. They stopped caring about creating something beautiful and interesting because, like, video games are art. So like, they stopped thinking about telling, interesting stories and developing interesting characters and taking us to interesting places. They don't care about that. They care about the financial income because they're driven by stock price. So like, I don't really even play that many AAA games these days. Literally almost 100% of what I play is indie game stuff, because I really think that that's where the industry is headed. I think that there will always be AAA games, but I think indie games are where the best stuff is happening. It's where the most interesting games come. It's where they're being innovative. You know, AAA games don't want to innovate. You know, when's the last time a Assassin's Creed game had a real innovation to it? It doesn't. They keep producing the same cookie cutter games over and over and over because it's already proven successful. So why innovate when we can just keep printing our own money? Does that make sense? So like indie games are where it's at, man. I don't know. I didn't mean to ramble about it, but like I have pretty strong opinions about the gaming industry, and I hate a lot of the trends. And I just think, yeah, play some indie games, y'all. Drop the jug. Don't drop the clean water on the ground. And I've been rambling. What time is it? Hour and a half. I've done basically nothing in this game. I've been talking to you all today instead of playing Cataclysm. And now I spilled my tea all over my face. Gotta trim the beard. Beard's starting to get in the way when I eat food again. It's easily my least favorite part of having a beard, is trying to eat and drink things. The old soup strainer.